vertebrae, got this broken to his place. This shit in his face, yeah. Then I say it's evidence you entertain my loyalty didn't portray the only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up, then I again. Gone, feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze, and everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone, and everything around me getting cold.
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers, bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers, gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, now that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We going honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers, bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers, gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss, baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Standing in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions
here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers, bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers, gang in the building, we taking it over.
It's that hate, boy.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it here, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me a squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this, wave till they seasick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown. I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Came to make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like I'm fasting, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a ward, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on fours, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Fourth down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we came to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they gon' respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who is next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a temper feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me Folger, soldier. Flow feeling colder, some call it polar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky. Hair stocky, leave him floppy, face naughty. Talking all aki, think he big poppy, then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me. It's obvious, you too sloppy, cheap copy. I'm Rocky, leave his eyes all glossy, but in the end zone is where you can spot when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. Leave for the park and they know I'm in prison. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my who ain't heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching her, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt the break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he leave the know it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need the full amount before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. Top dog like I vanished. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. Not really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow. She can hang it up just like a telephone. Stick me up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Pins at me, I make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be cold like the temperature 0. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavy then they know what I be on. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold.
I am the freak. I said I am the freak. I am the freak. I said I am the greatest of all time.
Let's go.
I am the freak.
You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me.
I said I am the freak.
Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything.
I am the freak.
You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me.
I said I am the greatest of all time.
Said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me.
I am the freak.
You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me.
I said I am the freak.
Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything.
I am the freak.
You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me.
I said I am the freak.
Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. The chattermouths who talent don't average out. If your flow ain't nowhere near this caliber, that don't count. Competition get flattened out. Getting money like I went top 3 in the first round. My salary that amount. They want my style, but that ain't much to be flat about. I take it as a challenge when rappers calling my status out. One of the best, and they ain't my pedigree. You can have the rings, or we did it, AI's legacy. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me.
I am the freak.
You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me.
I said I am the freak.
Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything.
I am the freak.
You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me.
I said I am the freak.
Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything.
I am the freak.
Next level. One of the best. Next level.
up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came primetime action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm ballin' like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh, then the juke move. Heisman stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden.
DA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight, we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Give to Hall running right. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3-and-out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night.
Here we go, set. 62 blue.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete there to Beckham. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now, this defense for the Bengals, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. And they'll go for it. Lance over the middle to Beckham. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They run once more with Taylor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jonathan Taylor, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, we dominate today.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A give running right is Hall. And he's got some space here. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 12-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lance, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll roll him out right. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Ball again on second down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. On third down, here's Hall. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Oh, he fakes a spike. Here's a diving catch right side. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble, but all is well. First down. They'll run with Hall. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Hall again. And this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line. They'll try to run with Hall. And this time he is in. Breece Hall, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have moved out in front. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Lance. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. They find some open field here. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 41 yards. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Here's Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
One more time with Mostert. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Lance going to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
McPherson's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Browns are going to take over at their own 41.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Lance looking to throw it.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Forced out to his left.
That's complete to Traylon Burks.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Traylon Burks, 58 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up. And McPherson on for the extra point.
And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a first down. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone as he's got a first down on that last catch. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. They'll set up to throw. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Browns are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Quickly into the hands of Beckham.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
From midfield, here's Lance.
Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing his Lance on third down.
Dancing to his left. This is intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Bengals are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Flush to his right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the ain't no way. Somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If it coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't try to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shot for. Can't trust them cause they not my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
Better, petty, don't matter. Far as the teller, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should've been to prison. Don't boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I?
I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. What you talking that funky, get about my face. Wearing that monkey. We didn't. Not that might give you life advice. Get some money, 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 get some money. It's the paper power pastor, burning rubber faster, down a call NASCAR. My solo no sir, I am not a passer. I will not after any of you fever blistered. I'm the man now, ain't I work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. What you talking that funky, get about my face, wearing that monkey. We didn't. Not that might give you life advice. Get some money, get some money, get some money. Get some money, 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 get some money. Get some money, 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 get some money.
Go get some money. I say get some money. Go get some money.
Yeah.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight, we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Well, this defense for the Bengals, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
On third down, here's Taylor. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. start on the ground. Hall fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This is the tight end Fant.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
He's got the first down and more. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Breece Hall, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hall ought to give up the middle. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Hall again. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. Here's 2nd and 8. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Christian Watson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation. So they're
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Lance. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the 1st half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
From the gun, it's Lance. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. Does the big boy have the juice? And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic. And as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
Daniel Carlson sets the kickoff.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On play action, Lance. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Troy Anderson applying the pressure and picking up the sack. Here's Tommy Townsend now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
It almost pushed them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Patterson will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Daniel Carlson sets the kickoff.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Lance. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. And Lance now to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. First and 10, Taylor now. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off of play action, here's Lance. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
2nd down and goal. Lance. Touchdown! Odell Beckham from 10 yards out. And the Browns get a bit closer. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now a play fake. Lance steps away. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his big tight end, Fan. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
On first down, right back to Hall. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Now whistles and a flag. And I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. On second down, a run with Hall. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll look to run with Hall. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
Well, they knew who to turn to on fourth down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's a surprise, because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Caleb Farley. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals continue to pull away here in this first half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side. coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
On third down, here's Hall.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. They'll look to throw here.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Christian Watson.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Lance now on first down.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it.
He finds Taylor, complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And Lance's throw is on target to Burks.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Now Lance.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Looking to throw. Lance buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Get ready. Pause red.
Lance and company going on 4th down.
Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Hall again.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
138 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Straight ahead is Hall.
Down to about the 22 here.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
A handoff for Hall.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Breece Hall
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Bengals go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So this has been a pretty strong start to the year for him on the ground, CD. It's just week 3. That's already 5 rushing touchdowns.
And you know he's got big grins on their faces besides the rest of the team. The strength and conditioning program, because he was awfully dedicated to what they put in front of him to get ready for this year. Got himself into terrific shape, and he's dominated here early on.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
On the move to his left.
Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. A good gain there on first down. That run will get him 7 up to the 32-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give running right is Hall. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Boy, 184 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Hall on a give up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Down, yellow, 43.
Give to Hall running right. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Hall again on 2nd down. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 18-yard line. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. They'll run with Hall. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Hall again. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go! Let's go now. Blue, 32. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
They'll run with Hall. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. One more time with Hall. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown.
touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 15. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take.
There he goes, left side. He's at the 30, 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Off the play fake, Lance. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Desperation time here, Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Here's a give to Hall, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
He'll be hit down at the 33.